Hi everyone, my name is Relly Rames. So I'm here today to present my final presentation or final project as a future data analyst. So the goal of this project is to identify the most suitable location to expand the health tracker smartwatch company. It is currently have an office in California, and the company is looking for another state to grow the business. So this project aims to identify the best potential for business expansion based on property prices and population. And the question is, what is best state to expand the company based on property prices and population? So what I did, I extract the data through Postgres. I joined the two tables, property prices and population table from dataset 2. I clean the data on Excel. And then next is I use Python to analyze the data. And then finally, I visualize the data through Power BI. So under Postgres, what I did here is to determine which states have the highest and lowest in terms of average property prices and its population. So as you can see here, New York falls under these two categories, under average property prices and population. So do you think New York is the best state to expand? Well, we can go and dig deeper. So on Excel, I did a scatter plot for the average property prices in correlation with the total population per state. So as you can see here, most states fall under this range, about 2,000 average property prices in square meters. And the R2 results are relatively low of regression line into the data or how big the data to these two variables. And then under the histogram, you could also see here that Hawaii is the highest in terms of the average property price distribution for all states. But New York is next to California with the highest average property price, which is on the third. And under Power BI, I did a table heat map correlation between property prices and population. And as you can check here, there are 24 states that fall under these average prices of 1,500 or 1,500 to 2,500 average price per square meter of property, and 12 of which are part of the large demographic or large population size. So as we can see here, New York is considered also to have the highest average property price. So rental offices in New York might be expensive. Okay, so under Python, I did a correlation coefficient, and the result is 0.41 or 42, which means that the correlation indicates a moderate positive relationship between the average property prices and the population. So as the population increases, the average property prices also increases. And most states fall within 2,000 average property prices. So we could say that we should find states that fall in the middle to be able to expand the business. So let's go check the competitor companies. Now let's take a look here. If New York would be the next states to expand the company, the net profit would be likely be less than 50% chance, because you see here, there's a lot of competitor companies already. And how are we gonna compete in the market in New York with all these competitor companies? And the highest has only 41% net profit, and a lot of or most of the competitor companies have or less than 30% net profit. So let's try to find another states that has a better net profit based on the competitor analysis. So as we can see here, Utah can be the best state to expand the business, versus that it is one of the 12 states that falls within the 2,000 average property prices based on the heat map. And the second is among the 12 states, competitor analysis shows that it has a 50% chance to get a profit should the company decides to have an office here rather than famous cities like New York, for example. So my conclusion would be this analysis, I've analyzed the relationship between average property prices and population per state. It has a moderate positive relationship between these two variables, but as the population increases, the average property price also increases. However, there are 12 states with a large population can be a suitable state to expand the business due to economic condition and its population size. And Utah has the has 50% chance to have a net profit if the company decides to do so. And my insights would be this analysis suggests that stays in the middle between the highest and lowest average property prices and its population are less likely to have a higher chances of having an office. This could be because the states that fall in the middle have more resources to buy a health tracker's smartwatch, considering they're paying lower average property price. My insights would be this analysis suggests that states in the middle between the highest and lowest average property prices and its population are less likely to have higher chances of having an office. This could be because the states that fall in the middle have more resources to buy a health tracker's smartwatch, considering they are paying lower average property price. My answer to the business questions, if the goal of the analysis is to determine which state to select for business expansion, my findings suggest that states with lower average property prices, such as Utah, may be a better choice. However, it's important to note that other factors such as market analysis, demographics, and target audience, regulatory environment, or more importantly, a market research to be able to find out what is the best states to expand the business. So my recommendations would be after conducting my analysis, we recommend that the company prioritizes states that falls in the middle of average property prices for expansion. Furthermore, conducting further research on the specific industries and regions within the states would be beneficial in identifying the best locations for expansion. Other things to consider is also conduct market research. This is to understand the demand and preferences of potential customers. This can involve surveys, interviews, and focus groups to gather insights about their needs, motivations, and expectations. And the challenges I encountered during this analysis. One challenge I encountered during the analysis was the limited sample size, which may have affected the accuracy of my findings. Additionally, the analysis only explored the relationship between population size and average property prices from set 2 of the guided task. It was also a challenge to get the housing affordability since I tried to compute based on the average property prices and the household income, but it didn't get the result for housing affordability. The data set for the average property prices is per square meter and not an average price of an average home. So to expand on this analysis, future research could explore the relationship between population size and average property prices at a more granular level, such as by industry or region within each state. Additionally, conduct a thorough market analysis to identify states with strong demand for health-related products, technology adoption, and a culture of fitness and wellness. Look for states where the target audience for health tracker smartwatch is concentrated. So that's all for my presentation today. Again, this is Relly Ranasan, your future data analyst. Thank you.